So again, good morning. I think you remember the lesson, what we have learned last class. Do you remember which lesson was that? About what we have learned? Yes, it's about the chromosomes, genes, and DNA. Okay, the name of that lesson is chromosomes, genes, and DNA. Okay, so what is a chromosome? Yes. Where it is, in which cell organelle the chromosomes are present. So I will make the. No, no. In which cell organelle? In which part of the cell the DNA is seen? Nucleus. Yes, very good, very good. So, nucleus of every cell contains thread-like structures called chromosomes. So, chromosomes actually, Abdurrahman, it's not the DNA carries the chromosome. The DNA chromosomes carry the DNA. Okay, so chromosomes and the fragments of chromosomes are called, or small segments of chromosomes is called genes. Yes, very good. So segments of so chromosomes. Then next, inside the chromosome or the part of the chromosome is gene, and it is inside that or the chemical substances present in that genes or the chemical substances from which the chromosomes are formed. That is DNA. Okay. So actually chromosomes carry DNA, not the DNA carries the chromosome. And this chromosome is seen inside the nucleus. Okay, so remember that order: chromosome, gene, and DNA. So DNA is a basic unit. Okay. So Amina, are you there in the last class? Yes. Do you remember this portion: chromosomes, DNA, genes, and all what we have discussed in the last class? Then just go through that. I think that slide I shared in the classroom. If not, I will share it today. Okay, just go through that. Okay, in that points are there. Main points, all main points are added in the slide. I add that points because if you don't get much time to read the whole learner's book, you can just go through this. The main points will be there. Okay. Before the exam, at that time, it does not need to read all everything in the textbook. So this slide will be more helpful for you. Okay. So I will share the screen for you. Wait. It's okay. Amina was there in the last class. I asked you a question about the number of chromosomes. I remember that. So how many chromosomes are present in human? Number. Yes, it's 46. Nashik, I hope you remember all these things. Okay. So, how many pairs? Sorry, it's 23 pairs. That means 22 chromosomes pairs and one pair of sex chromosome. Okay. Ah, can you answer this question? Yeah. So, Nashik, do you know why we can't see the chromosomes using microscope, even using a microscope? Yes, yes, I just uh, go through that because I think we learned this in the last week, right? So there is a chance for that you may not remember that. That's why just for a revision. Okay. Nashik, do you know why it is not why the chromosome is not cannot be seen using even using a microscope? It is not visible. Why is it so? Yes, it's because it's colorless. Okay, fine. So I just go through the main. So genes are the segments of DNA that we have already discussed. Each chromosome is made up of hundreds of different genes. Okay, so we have discussed about the chromosomes length and number of genes in it. If it is longer, the number of genes in that is also more. Okay, so example is here in our human chromosome, the chromosome 1, there are 2000 different genes, and in chromosome 15 there are only 600 different genes. So okay, when the length increases, the number of genes present in that gene is also increases, in that chromosome also increases. Okay, so that's it. We have an example. I think we stopped here. Okay, so this is about a specific gene that determine the eye color. Okay, we have specific gene for determine the eye color, skin color, type of our hair. Yes, what some you may have noticed about the different types. Sorry. Ah, yes, skin tone. If each and everything, just take if you take the hair, the shape, if it is curly or straight hair or wavy hair or like that, some have very dry hairs, right? So we sometimes skin is also there. Skin tone is different, color is different, right? Some have too dry skins. Some have too much of oily skin, right? Uh, is- what is that? If Fraz is using companion mode, what is that? I got a message. Okay, okay. So then now he stopped it. Is he inside this class or not? No. Okay. Okay, okay. So yes, yes. All these are based on genes. That's it. So this eye color, skin color, skin tone, the everything, each and everything in our physical appearance, it is due to the genes. Okay. So here is example on how we can determine the eye color. Which gene in our body determine the eye color. Okay. Two genes on chromosome 15 help to determine the eye color. Okay, this is an example. Okay. So two genes, all of you know that. All the time a pair of genes will be there for determining our characters. Okay, physical characteristics. Okay, so two genes on chromosome 15. Okay, for everyone, genes for eye color is in the chromosome 15s. Okay, in chromosome 15s, Ahan has the gene in that chromosome 15. It is same in Abdurrahman, it is same in Amina, it is same in Nashik and Ifras. It's same place. It is seen in the same place in the chromosome, but we have different versions of that. That's why our eye color is different from each other. Okay. Okay, it is seen in the same place, but it is of different versions. Okay, that is the difference. When you can say the so in one family or siblings, one have blue color, one have brown color, black color eyes, right? It's because they all have the same the genes in the same place, but they are of different version. Okay, when it combines, when the parents um, genes combine together, chromosomes combine together, what happened? Maybe the part which highlighted, dominated the blue color is combined with the one child, dominated with brown color combined with the other one, and like that. Okay, which gene is dominated, that shows as character. Okay, depends on the dominated genes. In our body also, we have a dominated gene and a recessive one. Okay, which one is dominated? That, sorry, yes, al albino. Maybe I don't know. Okay, it's the first time I am hearing that. So I don't have that much idea about that. Okay, so actually the genes has albino. Oh, what is that albino? Sorry, I don't have. I got that word, but I didn't. I have has no eye color. Oh, right. So then, how will be the eyes? Red. Sorry, sorry. Maybe is it a defective gene or a dog? Sorry, come on. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Actually, it is a defect, right? Ah, okay, okay, okay. No, got it. Okay. So the genes that determine the eye color, that is gene chromosome 15. Actually, inside, I don't know, is it allele is here in this? I'm confused whether it is. So actually, inside the genes we have alleles. Okay, so alleles means that one will be from the parent father side, one will be from the mother side. Okay, okay, which allele is, if the father's allele is dominant, then you exhibit the character of a father, and when the mother's allele is dominant, you exhibit the character of that mother. Okay, so that it's not for the all the chromosomes. In each chromosome, in each genes, the dominancy and recessive genes will be there. Alleles will be there. Okay, that's why we are not exactly like one parent. Okay. So there may be some differences, or there may be characters from both the parents, or there may be some extremely different characteristics, physical characteristics, right? So it's because when it combines together, there may be a recessive allele in your father, and when it comes to you, what happened, that recessive one get dominated inside you, then at that time that characteristics will be yours physical, yes, that become dominant in your body. Okay, that's it. Okay, when you transfer it to another generation, what happen, your recessive genes may be dominant in the next generation. Okay, yeah, that's it. I think you have heard about the variations, right? These variations from generation to generation is because of these genes, changes in the genes. Okay. Yes. That is recessive one. Yes, recessive and dominant alleles will be there. Okay. So, okay, but if it is recessive in your body, it is not like that to the next generation. Maybe if in your body it may be recessive, but when it can transfer to the next generation, it may become dominant. Okay, that's why it is advised that not to marry from same what. close relative marriage is not, now it is not preferred, because if there is a defective gene in there is a chance for that the same in the next that relative also, blood relations in that sometimes it may leads to birth of what disabled children or like that. Okay. Oh. Ah, yes, 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 yes. I didn't hear this, but I think you are familiar with the royal family of England or Britain, right? Is it your royal family? They have a disease. I think Diana, Princess Diana, and all. They have that family. It is in Britain, right? Yes, they had a disease that I think that hemophilia, blood uh, blood cancer or like that. So that is when they always married their cousins. Okay, in order to avoid that the transfer of that their hierarchy, that that their yes, their kingdom from one to another family. In order to avoid that, they always married to their own family members only. Okay, so the when after one when I think first it is affected by Diana, Princess Diana, and after the next coming generation, 2 3 generations, they have the disease. I think it's hemophilia. I'm not 10% sure. I think it's hemophilia. At that time, it was not curable, not disease, not medicine was there for this. And after that, they realized it is due to the gene transfer and all. Then they started to marry from the other people outside the family. Okay, so that is okay. That's it, and that's why it is called royal disease. That hemophilia is known as royal disease because it is first. It's not. I don't know. It's first or not, but it is. They are famous people. It's because of that that disease is known as royal disease. Yes. So this is all about the, so this is an example. Okay, eye color is in chromosome 15s for everyone. It is in the same place, but different versions of genes are present in different person. Okay, that's why even in the same family they have different physical characters. In this picture it is two sisters. Okay, they are sisters, but one have blue eye, one have the brown eye. It's written as brown eye, but I think it's black, right? Okay. Okay. So next is about DNA. So DNA are the chemical substances present in the chromosomes. Okay. So chromosomes, then genes, then DNA. That's it. Okay. Chromosomes is the thread-like structure seen in the nucleus, and the segments of these chromosomes are called genes. And the genes are all these chromosomes are made of chemical substances called DNA. That means the genes are also made of these chemical substances. Okay. So chromosomes, genes, and DNA. Just remember that order, otherwise you may get confused. Maybe because of that, Abdul Rahman first said it is made up of DNA, right? There may be chance for a confusion in that. So please remember that order: chromosomes, genes, and DNA. Okay, so this DNA in a cell determines what a cell does. Okay, we say okay, when we in the lower classes we learn the nucleus controls the whole cell, the nucleus determines what the cell does, right? Like that, right? But now it is clear that DNA is the in the cell determines what the cell does. Okay, so DNA is seen inside the nucleus. That is why the nucleus control all other cell organelles, activities of the other cell organelles. Okay, so actual one is DNA. Okay, so the each chromosome is one enormously long molecule of DNA. That then is you can see the structure of DNA. It is like a ladder. Okay, and it is like a twisted ladder. Okay, it is not a straight ladder, it is a twisted ladder shape. Okay, shape is called double helix. Okay, remember that double helical model of DNA that is coming in. I think it's a plus one or plus two. That time the complete structure, the double helical DNA, and how these genes are combined with one another. All these details are there. Okay, so this is the double. Now you just remember this. This is the double helical structure of DNA. Okay. So in the higher classes you may learn why it is in this shape. What is the purpose of that and all. Okay. So, in one gene, we have learned about, we learned that in one chromosomes there are, depending on the length of that chromosome, there are 2200 or like that. That variation is there, but depending on the length of the chromosome, gene number is there. Okay, here one gene contain 2500 double helix. Okay, DNA with 2500 double helix in one gene. Okay, one gene there are DNA with 2500 double helix. That means this is one double helix. This okay, in this, yes, this middle portion, this is one double helix. Like that, 2500 double helix is present in one gene. Okay, so here in this picture you can see three double helix, right? One, two, three. Like that, 2500 double helix is present in one gene. Okay, and the DNA was first discovered. Yes, DNA was first discovered in 1950s by Frederick Miller. That name I think it is not in your textbook, but the year is there. The DNA was first discovered in 90s. Okay, by Frederick Michel. Okay. Is your name is in your textbook? Is that name? Yes. Yes. So that year is there in your textbook. Okay. Next, that's sorry. Maybe. Yes, maybe because the name sounds like that, right? German name is that. Friedrich Michel. Okay. The spelling is all right. Yes, actually, it is Frederick, right? And it is spelling is very different. Okay, that's right. So, if you want, you have to learn this name. Otherwise, just leave. Just go. Just read it. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay. So, 1950s. Don't forget. The DNA was first discovered in 1950s. Okay. Okay, so a DNA contain a complete set of instruction to make a functioning cell and a whole organism. When the cell work correctly, then only the whole organism can work in a proper manner, right? The cell is the basic unit of each organism. So yes, the DNA has a set of instructions to make how the cell work. Like our constitution, we have a constitution to make our how the rulers have to be, how the leaders have to rule, how the what is the rights of the citizen, what is right like that. So like that, inside the cell, inside the DNA, there is a set of instructions how the cell have to work. Okay, thereby it controls the proper working of the whole organism. Okay, so each cell contain this like I think in each one gene there are 2500 double helix of DNA. So in one cell there will be millions and millions of DNA, right? So in one organisms we can't even think about the number, right? That much number of DNA is there. So if there is any single defect in any one DNA, that will lead to any disability in our body. Think like so. Yes, even not that diseases not like that. We may have some physical disabilities also. Like if some people may have limb or like that. Right? So many defects. Some may have red eyes. Or even that is a defect of the gene. Red eyes. It's not the disease red eye. They have the red eyes. The mental age is not, brain is not growing, right? So, yes. So, then think about that how lucky we are. If there is any defect in any single gene in our body, we may have some defects, right? So yes, hereditary diseases. That's why we discuss tell about the royal family. They have that hereditary disease because they are married to the cousins only. Okay. So in order to avoid this, nowadays it is, I think most of the people are not prefer the marriage from the same family members or okay. So chance of having defective children, disabled children, that possibility is more. Okay. Okay, if any most when it is if you have any grand old anyone in your last generation have any defective gene, the chance that is carried from the by the next generation is there. Maybe it is recessive in your gene, but the chance is there it become dominant to the next generation. Okay, so keep it in mind while you select your partners. So right nowadays it is very common. It's not now it's not the duty of the parents to select the partners for their children, right? Everyone select by their own. They always prefer their selection, and they said that it is my life, I have to live with them, so I want to choose it, right? So so then while you in you I think then by this generation it is always almost like that. By one or two generation it. Yes, yes. Actually, it is. You have to check your DNA before you select the partner. It's not the physical appearance, not the character, all that matters. Because how much your character is good, how much your physical appearance is good, it is not. When coming to the next generation or when we think about the marriage, its main purpose is to produce young ones, right? So at that time, the problem will arise. So first, you take a sample of blood sample or like that, then test the DNA or and take to test the DNA. The blood sample is not needed, right? Just want to take a small piece of hair. That is okay. Yes. Then it is very easy to get a hair, right? So try it in your future. I think now it's not the time to start, right? So if you have a relationship in now this age, obviously it will go break up. It chance it lead to marriage. The chance is very very less because you are only 13 or 14 years, right? Okay. So that much is in the textbook. Explain the difference between a chromosome and gene. What is the difference between a chromosome? Yes, genes are the fragments of chromosomes. That's it. Chromosomes are the thread-like structures seen in nucleus, and the genes are the fragments of uh, chromosome. So, Amina, do you have any doubt in that? No. Okay, Ifraz, are you there? So, what is the difference between a chromosome and a gene? They are left the meeting. It's a common thing that when you ask the question, they just leave the class. Uh, I think it may be because of that. Kunju Muhammad left my class last day. The teacher said that if you ask a question to him, he will left the class. Sorry, but he is not attending my class, right? I think he was not in the assembly, right? Not. Okay, okay. So, Ifras, do you know the answer? Do you know the difference? What is a chromosome? Do you have any idea about that? The beginning we have discussed at that time you were not there. Uh, I think in the last class he was there, right? He was there. So do you know what is a chromosome? Are you there? Actually, why did you keep your camera off? I turn. How can I know that you are there or not? Okay, okay. No, you don't know. So chromosomes are thread-like structures seen inside the nucleus, and the difference between chromosome and gene is actually this gene is a segments of chromosome. Okay, if you cut the chromosome in several segments, so what each segment is called gene. Okay. Okay, that's right. So, all fruit flies have a gene for wing shape. Okay, friends. So, all fruit flies. I think you know what is fruit fly. We have discussed about the fruit fly. How many number of chromosomes are there in fruit flies? Do you remember that? Yes, yes, yes. Eight. Actually, actually, these fruit flies chromosomes are the biggest chromosomes. Okay. I think I told you in the last class, right? Mm. Okay, so in the same, it is seen in the chromosome number 3. Okay, gene for the wing shape in fruit flies, it is seen in chromosome number 3. But some, so now it's actually it is all the genes are even in our body is not yet discovered completely. It is under they are studying on that. Yeah, yes, it's under research is going on that, and I think it's not possible. It's not that much easy to find out, right? Maybe that test. Yes, I think they took these. Actually, we can separate these genes from this chromosomes. We have that technology now to separate each gene from this chromosome. Okay, that's why gene therapy is now it is possible, right? So because a defective gene from a body it is taken out, and what it is yes, it is replaced by the new one, and when it get multiplies and all, that defect will get wow, yes, over. So actually sometimes I didn't get some words to say, so Okay, so it is wing shape chromosome number 3. But some fruit flies have normal wings, some have very very thin wings, tiny wings, some have small wings, and the difference is there. So why it happens? Why is it? All have same. Yes, because of the variation of the genes. Yes, because of the variations of the genes. Okay. So even it is seen in the same chromosomes, the gene has some variations. Okay, in each organism. So that's why it is different in different fruit flies. Can you write it by year on, or do we want to write it now? Can do it, right? As a, okay, okay. Amina, Nashik, Firas, Abdurrahman, can you do it? I think there are two questions in the last class also. You have to write in your notebook. Okay, so yeah, yes, Ahan. Two questions was there. So these four questions today I will post in the assignment classroom. Okay, then you can share the answer. Okay. So I think I'm not giving too much of homework, right? Whatever I give, I will discuss. Before that, I discuss it in the classroom itself. Okay, actually, there is a complaint from the last PTA meeting in G6. They said too much of homeworks are given. But actually, it is not a homework. I doing it. I make them write in the classroom. At that time, they are not writing, and then after that, when I ask them to submit that, at that time only they started writing. Okay, during their class time they are not writing, and then they said to their parents that it is a homework. They, okay. So then they think it is I am giving too much of homeworks. Can you take the workbook? Thank you. Page number 133. Ifras, did you take your workbook? Okay, page number 133. Okay. The first question you can see the diagram of a plant cell and animal cell. So there are A and B is labeled there. You have to find out which parts are there. Label A. What is that? A. Nucleus. It's nucleus. Good. Uh, I have got something to ask you. When you first see this picture, can you identify it as a plant cell and an animal cell without reading the question? Okay, actually I can't. The first one I can understand is a plant cell. The second one when I see is what is that? I could then I go to the question. So what is that? So I didn't understand what this is. This is not the exact structure of an animal cell, right? So I got confused. Okay, so what is B? Yes, good, good. See, B is cytoplasm. Amina, are you writing or not? So first one is nucleus and second one is cytoplasm. Okay. So write the letter X in each cell to show where the chromosomes are found. Yes. So inside the nucleus you can write X in both the cells. Yes, in both the cells inside the nucleus you can write as X. So, somebody, Ahan, maybe. Yesterday I checked your homeworks and some pages are missing. Ah, ah. It's okay, it's okay. You have to resubmit it by this week itself. Okay. So Nashik also I have some missing is there. Some questions is missing. So just go through that and resubmit it. Okay. Ifras, have you completed your homeworks? Okay, please submit it. Okay, then only I can put the mark, right? Next. So actually only that question I added in this. Uh, then just go through all other questions and we can discuss in the next class. Okay, or just go through the questions, try to do that, and if you have any doubt, please mark it. And in the next or after this unit or after this lesson, we can discuss it. It's a okay. The two questions are there in your learner's book. It's in yes. So you have to make a model of chromosomes. It's an activity actually. Okay, actually activity 7.1.5 in page number 245 in the learner's book. Okay, just make a model when you are free. Just make a model and take a photograph and submit it in the classroom. Okay, I will post the question. It's okay next week. Just make a circle with a sponge or like, or even you can cut a piece of paper and you can use some threads to threads as chromosomes. Chromosomes are thread-like structures, right? So you can cut a paper around in a round shape as nucleus and using gum you can paste some threads on that. That's enough. Okay, thread-like structures. Chromosomes are thread-like structures, right? But instead of paper, you can use sponge, like that, any material that is available. Even if you have clay in your that clay modeling clay, right? So if that is okay. You can make a round with one, and you can make some threads with the another color, and you can stick on that round and just take a photograph and send it to the classroom. Okay, so that's an easy work. When you are free you just do that. Okay, double helix is a structure of DNA, right? Okay, no need of that. Just take, this is a structure model of chromosome. Okay, so next is three and four, two questions are three question three and four is in the page number 134 of workbook, right? So do it as a homework, and if you have a doubt, we can discuss it. I think this model you can do it by this Sunday or like that. After next by next week, just do try to complete this model and the four questions in the learner's book. Okay. And this workbook question, you can take your own time. I will, after this unit only, you have to submit it. Okay. You can take your time to complete this question. I didn't go through that questions. If I find it as a difficult one, then I will discuss. We can discuss in the next class. Okay. After this class, I will go through that question. Okay. That's it about this class. So that's it. Uh, so what is the timing of this class? 9:30 to 10:30, right? 10:45. Okay, then wait. Then let me take the next slide. No, but I think the time will not be enough. Just go through that question. Okay, if you have any doubt. Much of time. Can you see it? No, it's coming. Okay. So next lesson is gametes and inheritance. So I think we can take an introduction part of that. Okay. Time is there. So first question. Human body consists of 46 chromosomes, right? From where did all these chromosomes originate? Sorry? Yes, yes. So how does a new life begin? From one cell. That one cell consists of what? That is a fusion of what? It's the fusion of one something from father and something from mother, right? So we have to learn about that. What is that? That is actually sorry, Abdurrahman. Fertilization, yes. During the fertilization process, something from the from mother part and something from the father part combine together, fuse together to form a single cell. From that single cell, when it multiplies and all, it transforms from a single cell to an complete organism. Okay, so we have to learn about what is the basic thing from which the life begins. Okay, it's not moving. So actually, every human being life begin as a single cell, right? This cell is called gametes. Okay, what is that word? Gamete. Okay, gamete. So gamete, male gamete is from the father and female gamete is from the mother. Okay, and the name of the male gamete is sperm cell. I think you are familiar with that word, right? You know that word, right? It's you heard. Maybe there is a chance it is very common name. So male gamete is sperm cell and female gamete is egg cell. Okay, and egg cell have another name. Do you know that? Ovum. Ovum is the egg cell. Actually, um, uh, in human egg cell, it is called ovum. So there is some difference in all organisms, and in humans, the egg cell is called the female gamete is ovum, and in human male, it is sperm. Okay, when they fuse together, it forms a single cell. From that, the life begin. Okay, so and in order to see this gametes, we need a special type of microscope, that is scanning electron microscope. Okay, so in order to see the okay, yes. So in order to see the chromosome, we need a light microscope, right? Do you remember that? We cannot see it with the normal electron microscope. We need a light microscope. Okay, yes. So we need a light microscope to see the chromosomes. Here, in order to see the, huh. I didn't get that. Can you repeat it once more? Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. So, do you research, do some research on all these things? Oh. So this, so if you have any doubt in that scanner, you can contact a hammer. That will be, better. So I'm not interested on this all these things and all. It's about the scan I like researches on the human body and other organisms. I like that. I like that. But this thing, what this machines and all, I don't have any idea about that. So okay. So, scanning electron microscope was used to see these gametes. Sperm cell is the male gamete, ovum is the female gamete. And you can see the picture. Sperm and this is the ovum. Actually, at a time, only one ovum is produced inside the female body. But it's not the case of the male. There are thousands or millions of sperm cells are ejected into the female body, but only one can penetrate into the ovum. Okay, yes, that leads to the twins, non-identical twins. Okay, and ovum is also like that, only at a time only one ovum is produced in normally. Okay, sometimes there is a chance for the both the what I think the structure of female reproductive system, right? Do you have any idea about that? Have you ever learned that? Okay. Okay, then it's okay. So sometimes, okay. So sometimes both the sides produce the ovum. Okay. Okay. Both the so I forgot that name. What is the from where the ovum is produced? Sometimes my brain gets stuck. Uh, so that was a very familiar name. So that was from that the ovum has come out. Fallopian tube is there. Through fallopian tube is it is coming out, coming through to the uterus. What are the two structures that produce the ovum? Oh my God, ovary. Yes, so inside the ovary, in 1 month, only one side of the ovum produces one ovum. Actually, it is not. Actually, there are too much of small sink. When it is when a girl get matured, there are so millions, may not millions, or less. A lot of ovum, small ovum will be present in the ovary. Okay, in each month one will get matured and it come out. Okay, through the to the fallopian tube of at that time, if fertilization not happens, it will be turned as a menstrual cycle, right? I think you have the idea about that, right? Okay, so normally only one ovum is produced in one ovary. Okay, but sometimes the both ovaries produce yeah, ovum. Okay, or in both the ovaries, one ovum will get matured. At that time, there is a chance for sperms to fuse with both the ovums, and when it both comes to the uterus after fertilization, it leads to non-identical twins. Okay. After the fertilization, sometimes after the fertilization, what happens? This single cell divides into two cells, and it multiplies and grow into two different babies, two the different organisms. At that time, the identical twins happen. Okay. All these are actually rare cases. It's not in normal case. All the chance is very less. Okay, so in normal case, only one ovum can fuse with the one sperm, and when it gets fertilized, and even then the chance is not set percentage that it will become a successful fertilization. Okay, first it can be become a singles. It can become a sometimes even after the fertilization, what happen? That multiplication, division of that cell happens. At that time, also the chance of that get degenerated. Okay, and even I think you have heard about the miscarriage after 3 months, 4 months, or like that. That's also because of some defects in the problem in the multiplication process, or the hormone. There are so many hormones are acting on that time in the female body. So because of that also, the chances very more to what that leads to the miscarriages also. Okay, so actually it is a very painful thing. I faced it 2 times, I know that. That's why I had. Okay, but it didn't affect me very. It didn't. I didn't feel it too much because I had that after I have my children. After I had one child, I had one miscarriage, and after that, after the second child was, I think she was 3 years old all that time. Last year, at that time also I had one miscarriage. So it is very painful physically and mentally. Okay. Uh, okay, I think that we have only 1 minute left. So no need to go to the details. So remember which is a gamete, male gamete, which is a female gamete, and the microscope used to take the photograph of these gametes and all. Okay, that's it. Okay, try to do the homeworks. I will post it today itself. Okay, it is completed. Okay, then thank you. You can leave now.